ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಾವು ವೆಯ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. See, from the following data, prepare stores ledger account using weighted average method. On 1st November 2012, opening stock 400 units at rupees 8 per unit. On 5th November, received 800 units at rupees 7.80 per unit. On 8th November, issued to production department 480 units. On 10th November, issued 320 units. On 12th November, 1000 units at rupees 7.70 per unit. On 15th November, issued 8,000 units. On 16th November, received 500 units at rupees 7.50 per unit. On 17th November, received 1,200 units at rupees 7.57 per unit. On 21st November, issued issued to production department 700 units. On 24th November, issued 520 units. On 27th November, issued 680 units. On 28th November, refund of surplus from work order 50 units from the issues on 10th. From issues of 10th November. On 30th November, stock verification reveals a shortage of 30 units. Shortage of 30 units. Now, let us move on to the problem. How to solve this problem? Earlier slide, we have seen how to calculate under the weighted average method. First thing, let us understand what exactly the weighted average method. See, under this, we need to take the balance of the stock, how much is available, from that the quantity of the materials to be divided. Okay, now see here, on first opening stock, how many units we had? Same format, no change, receipts, issues and the balance. Opening stock, we don't have any opening stock as on 1st November. We had the balance. Look at the problem here. Opening stock 400 units at rupees 8 per unit. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ opening stock already ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನಾದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ we need to be taken as the purchases. Okay, receipts ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. See, on November 5th, purchased 800 units at rupees 7.8 at the rate of rupees 6,240. See, already we have a balance of 400 and you have purchased 800. So total eshtaagide 1,200. And say you need to calculate the cost per unit. Okay, now we don't know what is the cost per unit. Sorry, already we have purchased 800 units at the rate of 7.8 and the amounted to 6,240. 400 plus 800, 1,200. 3,200 plus 6,240 is 9,440. Now, immediately after the balance ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ 400 plus 800, you will be getting 1,200. ಹಾಗೇನೆ 3,200 plus 6,240 add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 9,440 ನಮಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ what is the amount we have? What is the stock we have? 9,440 divided by the quantity of the stock what is with us. Okay, ಇವೆರಡನ್ನ 9,440 ನಲ್ಲಿ 1,240 ಅನ್ನು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you are going to get the cost per unit. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ? 7.87 is the cost per unit. Next, on November 8th, issued. How many materials you have been issued? 480 you have been issued. Now, what is the balance we have? 1200 is the balance. Out of 1200, issue 480. Already we have calculated the cost per unit. A same price in illi tagoli 7.87. Okay, 480 into 7.87 madidre 3778. You are going to get the amount. Now 1200 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 480 ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಉಳಿದಿರುವಂತಹ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ 720 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗೇನೆ 9440 ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 3778 ಅನ್ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 5662 ನಮ್ಗೆ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 7.86. ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ 10ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ? 320 ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಾವು what is the balance available with us? 720 is the balance. Out of this 720, 320 ಅನ್ನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? 400 is the balance. 720 minus of 320, the balance is 400. Now 320 ಅನ್ನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. What is the cost per unit? Already we have calculated the cost per unit. That is 7.86. Take the same cost per unit. 320 into 7.86. Amounted to 2515. Now immediately after the issue, go for the balancing. 720 minus of 320, you will be getting 400. 5662 minus of 2515, you are going to get 3147. Now immediately after the balance, you need to calculate the cost per unit. So 3147 divided by 400, you are going to get 7.87. Next, now on November 12th, we have received. How many units we have been received? 1000 units were been received. What is the cost per unit? As in the beginning I told you, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಆಗಬಹುದು, ಅವರು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬರೀ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಅವರು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. ಈಗ ನಾವು 12ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ? 1000 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್? 7.7. ಅಮೌಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು 7700. ನಾವು 400 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1000 ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. 400 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1000, ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ 1400. ನಾವು ಹಾಗೇನೆ see here, what is the amount you have? 7700. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3147 ಇದೆ. 3147 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 7700, ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ 10,847 will be the balance. Now immediately after the balance, ನಾವು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 10,847 divided by 1400, that is the quantity. ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ 7.75. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ನವೆಂಬರ್ 15th ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ? 800 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 1400 is the balance. Out of 1400, issue 800. 800 ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? 600 will be the balance. Okay, what is the cost per unit? Already ನಾವು ಈ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈಗ 1400 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 800 ಅನ್ನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ, ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 7.75. Take the same cost per unit here, 7.75. Now if you multiply 800 into 7.75 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6200. Now ಈಗ ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ we have to go for the balance. 1400 minus of 800, how much you are going to get? 600 is the balance. Next, what is the balance we had earlier? 10,847 minus of 6,200. You are going to get the balance is 4,647. Next, after that, on November 17th, received 1,200 units at rupees 7 per unit on November 17th. Okay, sorry, 16th. On 16th, received 500 units at rupees 7.50. 16ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು 500 units ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Okay, now see here on November 16th, received how many units? 500 units. What is the cost per unit? 7.5. Amounted to 3,750. 500 into 7.5 ಅನ್ನು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 3,750 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಿ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ 600 ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್. 600 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 500 ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 500 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 1,100 ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ನಾವು. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 4,647ಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು 3,750 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 8,397. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಮೌಂಟ್. ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ 1,100. ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರಿಸೀವ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. That is 7.63 you will get. Next, on November 17th, received 1,200 at the rate of rupees 7, amounted to 8,400. 1,200 into 7 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 8,400 you will get. Now, immediately after that, receive ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣನೇ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸು? See here, 1,100 ಜೊತೆಗೆ 1,200 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ 2,300 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಸಿ, ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 8,397. ಆ 397ಗೆ 8,400 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 16,797 you are going to get the balance. Okay, now on November 21st, look at the problem. On November 21st, issued to production department 700 units. Issued anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ you have to go for the issues. See here, issues. We don't have the purchase. Go to the directly issues. How many units you have been issued? 700 units were been issued. What is the cost per unit? Already we have calculated 7.3. Okay, now take that 7.3. 700 into 7.3, you are going to get 5,110. Now what is the balance? 2,300 minus of 700, we are going to get 1,600. And 16,797 minus of 5,110 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you'll be getting 11,687. Now, immediately after the balance, we need to calculate the cost per unit. So 11,687 divided by 1,600. You are going to get the cost per unit is 7.30. Next, on November 24th, issued 520 units. Okay, let us look into the problem. See here, on November 24th, issued 520 units. Now, on 24th, issued 520 units. What was the balance we had earlier? 1,600. 1,600 minus of 520. You are going to get the balances 1,080. From 11,687, say already you have been calculated 520. What is the cost per unit? 7.3. 520 into 7.3, you will be getting 3,796. So 11,687 ಗೆ ಈ 3,796 ಅನ್ನ add ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Sorry, deduct ಮಾಡಿ. So how much you are going to get? 7,891 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. This is the amount. ಈ amount ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ quantity ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 1,080 we have. Okay, ಅದನ್ನ divide ಮಾಡಿ. You are going to get 7.31. Next one. On 22nd, again, we have issued. How many units we have been issued? 680 units we have issued. We have calculated the cost per unit. Directly take that cost per unit here. So 680 into 7.31, you are going to get 4,971. Now, 1080 minus of 680, you are going to get 400. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ 7,891 ನಲ್ಲಿ 4,971 ಅನ್ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ 2,920. Next, on November 28th, look at the problem here. As in the beginning itself, I have been told you, if there is any refund or surplus, that should be taken to the purchases or the receipts from the work order 50 units. That is a refund of surplus. That is returning back to us. Okay. Refund of surplus. Surplus is an receipts for us. Okay. From issues of 10th November. The units were being issued on 10th November. Okay. Now, see here. See here. On November 28th, received a refund. Refund of surplus. How many units we had? 50 units we had. Okay. Now, earlier, what we used to do, whatever the same price they used to give, we used to multiply and we used to take the balance here. But for this, on 28th, they have not given the cost per unit, but they have mentioned some information. ಏನದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 10ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ನೀವು ಏನನ್ನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು 28ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, see here, on November 10th, what is the cost per unit you have been issued? 7.86. Okay, now you need to be taken same on November 28th, refund of surplus ಗೆ ಈ 50 units ಗೆ 10ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಅವನು ಏನು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ ಆ ರೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 7.86 ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 393. Earlier balance how much we had? 400 we had. 400 plus 50, that is 450. And 2,920 was the balance, and what is the amount now? We have 393. Add these two, you are going to get 3,313. Now you need to calculate the cost per unit. So 3,313 divided by 450, if you do, you are going to get the cost per unit is 7.36. Next, say on 30th, November 30th, issued shortage. Look at the problem. Let us go back to the problem. On 30th, say, on 30th November, the stock verification reveals a shortage of 20 units. Shortage anta helidre, as in the beginning I told you that you need to go for the issues. Okay, now on 30th, we had a shortage, reveals a shortage. Shortage means what? We used to be taken into the issues. How many units were being shortage for us? 20 units is the shortage. What is the cost per unit? For issues, already whatever the balance we had, from that we are going to take the cost per unit. Earlier cost per, the previous balance, how much we had? 450. Cost per unit is 7.36. Same cost per unit to be taken for the issues, 7.36. Calculate the amount, 147 you are going to get. Now 450 minus of 20, 430, and 3,313 minus of 147, you are going to get 3,166. This is how we need to be calculated the problem. Now, immediate after balancing all these things, we need to go for the closing stock. Available is 430 units at the rate of rupees 7.36, amounted to 3,166. This is how we need to do the problem. I hope you all understood very clearly, and hope you can try all these problems so that you will get understood. Only thing you need to practice the problems. Thank you.